channel. It's me, Zaza, here, and I'm back with another sit down video. I haven't done this in a while. It feels like forever, but I'm back sitting down, and it is the festive season. What better season is there than this? Not only is there Christmas, not only is there New Year's, sorry about the light, there's a lot of sun today, but also it is the month of my birthday. It is the month of December, and this year I turned 30. I can't believe it, but I turned 30 this year, and it's actually in a few days. I can't believe it. I can't believe I've got here already. It's crazy. But yes, it is festive season. It's Christmas time. Who's excited? I'm so excited. If you've been watching my videos lately, I've been doing a lot of vlogs. We've been going to a lot of Christmassy type places, and we've been absolutely enjoying ourselves. That's me, my mum, and Kai Kai. Thank you to all the new subscribers that have subscribed lately. If you are watching my videos but you aren't subscribed, do go ahead and press that subscribe button and the bell button to let you know that, well, to notice you, I can't even speak, to notify you of when I've uploaded, so you can all join the family. So today, considering it's the festive season and we all have to do the whole, you know, if you are celebrating Christmas, we have to do the whole gift giving and planning for Christmas Day. I thought, why not do a budgeting video? So this time of the year can be very stressful when you're trying to think of what you're gonna buy people, you know, there's so many factors to think of. So I thought I'd help you out by doing a little budgeting video to try and ease the pressure a little bit for you all. So the main thing about this video is less stress, budget and plan. That is the best way to make sure you effectively carry out Christmas to the best of your ability. I don't think the best thing to do is leave it till last minute, and then, you know, that way you end up wasting a lot of money, not getting the gifts that you'd actually want to give, you know. So let's get started. My first point, like I said at the beginning, plan, plan, plan. So there are a few things that you want to plan ahead of time, and for me personally, it's like 2 to 3 months before Christmas I plan this stuff. So the best thing to have around this time is a pad and a pen. Nothing else, just a pad and a pen. Lists are your friend. Make lists. So first thing you want to make a list of is who is coming to your Christmas dinner. So if you are doing Christmas at your home this year, make a list of who's coming. That is your best bet to plan what you are going to cook. So, you know, a lot of people, if you're cooking for a vast amount of people, you may want to do more than one type of meats or one type of dish, especially if you have to take into consideration dietary requirements. So if they're vegan, vegetarian, meat eaters, you know, if they don't eat dairy, that type of thing, it is important that you take these things into consideration, because you don't want anyone unable to eat your food. So you want to think about what type of meats you're going to have this year, so whether it's turkey, duck, chicken, if you're having salmon, tuna, you want to plan your starters, your mains, your desserts. Make sure you get everyone's dietary requirements. This year I have to take into consideration my mum, because she doesn't eat meat. She's basically vegan, so I have to take that into consideration whilst I have planned my meal choices this year. Also, you need to plan your colour scheme. What is your colour scheme this year? I kind of stick to the same kind of colours, but you may want to switch it up this year, and it's good to plan ahead so you know when you're going out to get everything that you have those colours in mind before you go and just buy stuff and then you realise later, oh, it don't fit in with what you've got everywhere else. So plan what your colour scheme is going to be this year. The other thing to plan is your dress code for the day. What do you want everyone to wear? So last year, for example, me, my mum and Kai had Christmas dinner at mine. We've been having Christmas dinner at mine for a couple of years now, and we planned to have festive onesies. It was great. If I can, I'll insert a picture of us now. But yeah, like, plan your dress code. How do you want everyone to come? Do you want it to be really fancy dressed? Not fancy dressed, but really dressed up, or even fancy dressed? Do you want people to be in Christmas jumpers, ugly Christmas jumpers? You know, really think about how you want people to be at the party, because remember, you're going to be taking pictures and you want it to be memorable. So moving on to number 2. Again, planning. Get that notebook out and write your list of who you are buying presents for. We're on to presents now. This is the big thing about Christmas. I wouldn't personally say it's what it's all about, but it has kind of become surrounded around, you know, present giving. So make your list. Who are you buying for? Then the next step is to think about what your budget is for presents, because you don't want to, you know, splurge and then leave yourself, you know, in a difficult position for the rest of the month because or you know, a few months because you splurged on Christmas presents, and you know, the people that you're buying for wouldn't want you to do that anyway. So what I personally do is, like, again, a few months before, I plan out what I want to buy each person and figure out how much budget I have across the board, and then I can kind of see how much I can spend on each present. I think that's the best way to do it. And then, like I said, buy gifts early. So hit the sales. There's always sales on everywhere before Christmas. You know, you have Black Friday and everything. Buy your gifts early. I like to buy mine in like September, October times. That way you're not in a rush to get stuff and then you pick up stuff that you don't really want. You just bought it because you saw it and it's not really what you think that person is actually going to like. So then you've wasted your money. Or you see something else that you actually think is probably better. Plan it out. Look around before you even go and buy. Look around and get a sense of what is out there and what you really truly want to give. And, you know, try and get some hints from the people that you're actually getting presents for. What type of gifts would they actually like, or what is it that they need or want right now? And you don't have, you know, there's so many different ways you can get things out of people without them realizing that's what you're doing it for. So make sure to try and get some hints from the people you're actually buying the gifts from. And lastly, one of the most festive things about this time of the year is decorations. This is another thing you need to plan. Everything is about planning. Plan, write lists, plan. Yeah? But yeah, write down again what your colour scheme is. Are you tying it into the same colour scheme as your dinner, or are you making it completely different? Are all the individual rooms that you're decorating going to be different? Take that into consideration. Plan your colour scheme. Then you want to think about what your budget is for decorations. Have you already bought a tree, or you already got a tree there? Are you buying a new tree? Weigh up the pros and cons of having real versus fake. Real trees are lovely, but in terms of budgeting, they're probably not the best bet. If you're on a tight budget, it's probably better to get a fake tree. You can get some really amazing fake trees right now, especially from places like John Lewis, or even if you've got a smaller budget, there's so many places you can go. You know, don't just go to the normal shops as well. Go to garden centres. You know, there's so many places you can go and find good fake trees. And if you are getting a real tree, consider what type of tree you want. You know, how you want it to look, what size you want, because you don't want to buy an 8-foot tree and you have only got a 7-foot, you know, place for it to go. That's not going to work. So always make sure you take that into consideration. If you're on a tight budget but you need decorations, you're starting from scratch, or you don't have the type of colour decorations that you want for your scheme, then make sure you plan out how much you have budget for your decorations. how much money you want to spend and divvy it out into what types of decorations you want. For example, are you getting garlands? Are you getting wreaths? Baubles, you know, little things for your windows, lights. These things can become very expensive once you tot it all up, so you really want to think about how much you have for each thing, and that's why I like to do mine ahead of time, so that way you know you're going to have enough money to spread across the time before Christmas. And lastly, I want to say, try to have fun. This time of the year is so warm and festive. Everyone's happy, everyone's excited for this time of the year. Yes, it's cold. This time of the year can be very stressful for people, especially when you don't have the budget that you would like to allow you to buy the gifts that you want, or the decorations and everything else that goes with this time of year for the people that you really want to in your life. But you have to take into consideration that you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money at this time of year. You really don't. And everywhere sells decorations now. You can get decorations from the 99p store. That is how much, you know, Christmas has blown up, that you can just get it, and you can get things anywhere. And the other thing I want to make a point of is that you don't actually need to go out and buy stuff for people. You can make stuff which is a lot cheaper. Yes, it may take up more time, but then people will appreciate it more because you've made it for them. They see that you've taken your time out of your day and made them a special gift, and I think they'd probably take that into consideration and enjoy it more. This time of the year is to be enjoyed, to spend time with your loved ones. And if you know you don't have loved ones, there are so many charities out there right now that are offering, you know, people to volunteer and their time, whether that's to go out and actually spend time with people at this time of the year, or phone calls. It could be even a half an hour phone call. I know Age UK are doing that, where they're calling people that are, you know, don't have that many people around them or will be alone for Christmas, so the volunteers can phone them and have a little nice chat over the phone and, you know, keep them company at this time of the year. But that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions for me about how I budget, or if there's anything you want to ask me about this time of the year, Christmas, what I do, how I do it, blah blah blah, do leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like this video if you did. I enjoyed making it because I love anything to do with Christmas. And I shall, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye guys.